Welcome back to the channel. I want to show you guys how to use stack timelines to build a secondary cut. I was working on a trailer and someone said we needed a couple of shots swapped out, but I didn't want to wreck the timing of my whole trailer. So for this example, let's say this shot of the airplane needs to get replaced, and then wherever this cut happens, the timing further on in the trailer needed to be left alone. So I basically needed to swap this shot. I had a few shots in there, but I needed to replace it with this particular duration of a few shots, and there's a couple ways you can go about it. So I went ahead and chose the length. So right here is about 5 seconds and one frame. And you could actually slide down your timeline here and drag some clips down and start piecing it together, and then move it over here on top. And you could even leave that clip there in case someone wanted to go back. Or you could grab another timeline like this, and let's just choose this one here. So we have that, or you can go ahead and use stack timelines. So over here on the right, it kind of looks like a folder, but it's actually like a timeline icon. You can click that, and this adds another timeline stack. You can have more than one. So instead of accessing it between this little drop down here, you can leave that up here to be intact. And then you can have a secondary timeline down here that you can move around if you need to. So you can resize your windows if you need more real estate. And now you could choose a whole other timeline to start dragging some clips in. I will select all these clips and delete them. And then let's say we were building a couple of shots down here. You could essentially start building it right below your main timeline, or let's say you had a B-roll or whatever you're working with. So let's grab a couple clips here. I needed it to be about 5 seconds. So here we could see it's about 4:01. There's 6:09. Let's go out here. So let's say these two clips right here with these durations is going to replace this shot up here. And now I can have two separate timelines, build one down here, just grab the video clip here, copy it, and then click on the upper timeline. You could tell which timeline we're on because the playhead moves, and you can see this little red line, which is indicator focus. That's a preference. So if we go down here, we get the red indicator here. We go up here, it turns to here. You can go to the beginning of the shot, and we could actually paste that in, or you could actually make another video layer and keep it on top. But that's how you can maintain the timing of your edit and build it down here on another timeline if you needed to. I ended up grabbing a few different things and just building a couple little mini sequences and then pasting it into my main sequence just so I could keep the timing and then replace the visual that I needed to replace without messing anything up downstream or whatnot. And then when you're done, you can just hit this little X right here. That'll return you back to a single timeline, and you could drop that down. And you can have quite a few timelines open, and you can actually save those timelines where they'd be available in your smart bins here. If you wanted to rename it B-roll or exterior or whatever you were doing, you can save that working timeline. So if you ever needed to go back to it, you can just click on it, and just like this, instead of going back and forth between here, sometimes it's nice to have that visual stack and then your timeline saved if you had a certain sequence pre-built. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.